Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
Appreciate you for taking the time to come on.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome to episode 200 of the Blitz Take. I'm here with Toledo University football player Nicholas Thompson, and I'm excited to have him on to talk about how his journey is going, playing Division One football, and much more. So, welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep. I mean, it's been good, man.
How did your recruiting process start?
Um, Started a little slow. I was a basketball player turned football player, so I kind of got into it late. Toledo was my first offer. From there, I ended up getting basically the rest of the MAC and then a couple of the service academies. And Toledo was just the spot for me from the jump, really.
Uh, how How did you experience playing football for high school?
Um, High school was me getting used to the game and me falling in love with it. High school was basically, like I said, it was a transition. So I went from just playing it just to like keep my body in shape for basketball to it being my number one sport and like thriving and working at it every day. So
Mhm.
basically in high school it was more so of me just getting to the point of where I'm working consistently to make myself better and better. Because football didn't really come very easy to me at first, or I didn't feel like it did at least. So it was a challenge and a challenge that I loved, trying to conquer
Mhm.
and still trying to conquer to this day.
What was it like growing up in your hometown and getting where you're at today?
Um, it was it was solid. I'm a middle child of seven, so growing up with all the siblings, like all my older siblings, I just wanted to be better than my older brother. My younger siblings, I just want to like show them be a good example for them and coming in. And then the friends, the guys that I had around me, I was blessed to be with a good group of guys where like one of my closest best friends, like I went to Toledo out of high school and he went to Marshall. So I had a guy that I was basically working and competing with on a regular day basis that just so happened to be one of my best friends and still one of my best friends to this day. So growing up was solid, and then guys we have like older guys from the city like Jesse Bates is from my city and Jalen Smith is from my city, and those guys come back all the time and give back and just giving knowledge to the young guys. So I appreciated them also and helping shape me and helping me grow within football and within life, really.
What is your biggest strength and weakness on the football field?
Biggest strength is knowledge, really. I'm good at communication and just basically setting up everybody and communicating everything, making sure that we're all on the same page. Um, and then I'm also pretty good at just usually making the plays when I need to, or making the plays when it's most needed. It's something that I'm trying to strive and be better at, but I feel like it's still a strength of mine right now. And then where I need to be better is just it's just consistency. Everybody struggles with trying to be consistent on an everyday basis, and I'm no different. I you know just being more urgent, having more urgency in the stuff that I do will help me be more consistent. So I'm just working on that, working on being more consistent and more urgent and stuff that I'm doing.
What were your thoughts on how this past season went for you guys?
Um, this past season was solid. It was solid as a like for a full team deal, but it was pretty good for us defensively. Seeing as we like statistically we were one of the better defenses in the country. So and being with guys like Emmanuel McNeil Warren, who's probably about to get drafted first or second round, coming up soon, and then Braden Alls, who transferred to Iowa State. So, and then you got corners like Avery Smith and Andre Fuller that are just guys out there on the island. We were blessed to have a lot of guys on our defense that just helped us like elevate and basically pave the way and show us younger guys, this is how it's supposed to be done. And so as a team, we did well and we did solid in moments when we had spurts where we just needed to be better. But as a defense, we were pretty solid the whole year.
Mhm. What was your favorite memory from that season?
Favorite memory from this past season is probably, I'd have to say my first college start was the bowl game against Louisville. And it was different, it was different preparation. It almost felt different preparation wise, though it was the same. I feel like I always prepped like I was a starter, but this time it was real. So it was like I gotta be out here and I gotta play at my best for my teammates, like for the guy next to me. I felt like that was a great experience for me, and it's gonna help me in the future and also in this upcoming season for sure.
What made you want to commit to Toledo?
Toledo felt like home. Like the city feel kind of feels like Fort Wayne, Indiana, where I'm from. So it kind of just felt the same. And then the driving distance is like an hour and a half away. So my family can come up, and I'm very family oriented. So I love having my family there and like able to watch me at times and stuff like that. So that was a very big thing. And then Toledo is, I committed during a time where we were building traction, and you could see that we were pushing out DBs like it was nothing, like almost like a DB factory here. So I wanted to be a part of that for sure. I felt like it was my best option.
What are some cool things to know about you off the football field?
Off the football field, I'm really just a family guy. I like hanging with my little siblings. I like hanging with my older siblings, like going home, chilling with the family, grandparents, and everything like that. And then I'm very interested in like art. I like art, and I like the idea of sculpting and drawing, sketching stuff and stuff like that. So that's kind of something that I just do in my free time. If I need to get my mind off of football and something not going right or something like that, need to clear my mind. Art is always something I just fall back on.
Do you listen to any good podcasts or anything?
Um, no, not really a podcast guy or anything like that. More so like if I'm going to just sit and watch stuff, I'm usually sitting and watching highlights of certain players. I watch highlights of like Jesse Bates or highlights of old Rod Woodson, highlights of Deion Sanders or, Akeem Talib, stuff like guys like that. Just want to see like how the best did it before me. So guys like Ed Reed and stuff like that.
What are your thoughts on this upcoming season and how the schedule looks for you guys?
Um, on this upcoming season, I think it's going to be a big learning curve. Like we got a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces, so we don't have the right to look past anybody. I feel like everybody's gonna. It's gonna be a tough game. Like we, at the end of the day, we do have Toledo across our chest, so everybody's gonna give us our best game, and we just have to adapt to that. And even with it being a whole new group, a whole new coaching staff, and everything like that, I feel like through this spring we've meshed well, and all we're gonna do is build upon that, coming into fall camp and going through summer workouts, and we'll be ready for the season when it comes to us for sure.
Uh, What um what family member do you look up to and why?
Um, feel like I for a while I most looked up to my brother, and it was just like he's only 2.5 years older than me, but it was like for some reason in everything that I did, I just couldn't beat him. And I just wanted to be better than him so bad at so many different things. That was like that was my drive for a while, was just trying to be better than him. And I'm not sure if I ever got to that in basketball, but football was always something like I felt like I was better than him at. And it was something that my dad was also very good at. So I feel like I looked up to my brother a lot, and I looked up to my dad like um, very much because he always, he was always there, and he like everybody doesn't isn't blessed to have both parents in the house, and usually they don't have that father figure, and I was just blessed to have that father figure, and for him to actually show me how to be a man outside of football and how to go about my work and get stuff done. Just just give my best at everything that I do and never quit. So those two
Mhm.
people for sure.
What current or former NFL player do you compare your game to?
Um, I mean, Jesse Bates is from my city, so if I'm modeling my game, I try my best to model my game after him, just because like I have access to him, and I've trained with him before, and I do train with him a lot. We're kind of the same build, so I try my best to like just see how he, pick his brain and see how he sees different things out there and like what he's looking for in film and stuff like that. I try my best to model my game after Jesse for sure.
What is a day in the life like for you on game days?
Game day, so wake up, a team breakfast, and then if it's like a noon or like a early afternoon kickoff, I'm I usually take a nap right after that breakfast or right after we do meetings and stretch, everything like that. I usually nap for about an hour, wake up about hour and a half before we leave, um, get down, get that pregame meal, finally get to the facility, and as soon as I get to the facility, do my walk of the field, just listening to whatever music at that time is like really on my mind, and then I come back. I usually stretch out, hit the hurdles, do some bicep tricep stuff, just working the muscles, getting everything warm. Then we go into pregame and everything like that, and from there it's pretty much straightforward. Mhm.
Do you see yourself declaring for the draft in the next couple of years?
Um, well, I only have 2 more years of eligibility. If I could only use one, I mean that'd be great. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to take two. I'm gonna have to take both of them. And yeah, I mean, if you're in college and you're not trying to go to the league, or you're not trying to like use being in college like for your future, then you're really in there just wasting your time. So for the most part, you're gonna catch most guys, and yeah, they're trying to go to the league, and I'm definitely one of those people that are trying to go to the league for sure.
Uh, Thank you again for your time to come on to talk about your journey today, and I wish you nothing but best of luck this upcoming season and your future. And I'll definitely stay in touch.
I appreciate it, Alex. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.